Our poster is about like trying using coherent domain theory, explain or just to think about how water can mimic the electromagnetic signals of the drugs. And now there is a term for that. People use it in kind of industry already, infoceuticals, like pharmaceuticals, but infoceuticals, which are electromagnetic signals recorded from substances that have healing, therapeutic, or other biological effects. So to help me understand this theory, one of my teachers, Professor Vladimir Voyekov, was helping me to understand the theory, but if I'm telling something wrong, it's not his fault. Yeah, so for example, you can see here, like water molecules, like this is water molecules, like particles. And according to quantum theory, like coherent domains, if you have two particles, like here molecule 1, molecule 2, and they oscillate, it's like frequency 1, frequency 2, and there is external, like environmental electromagnetic field, which have frequency 3, and all these frequencies are almost the same. This is just like a simplified view. Then these two particles will be attracted to each other. So basically, if our water in some kind of electromagnetic field, then there will be coherent domains formed in the water. And this theory was proposed by Emilio Del Giudice and Giuliano Preparata. They even calculated that about 5 million molecules of water can be joining this coherent domain. And why it's called coherent? Because all molecules, again, they oscillate at the same frequency. Each coherent domain has the same frequency. So the next, as also was shown by Jacques Benveniste and Luc Montagnier, that in their experiments, we can dilute substance, and each substance has their unique spectrum. We can dilute it in the water and then record some signal using an amplifier and like some technology, record it and even digitize it. Then after, if we use this signal and apply it back to just pure water, again with electromagnetic coil, like here's what may be happening. Again, we have in water different molecules which oscillate like in different various frequencies. Maybe even when we use this vortex thing, we kind of make a range of different frequencies inside of the water. So the signal usually it's a combination of different frequencies. So it's a spectrum, right? Different frequencies. So then the molecules which have in the water, which have close frequencies, and there is one of the frequencies or electromagnetic field which close to their frequencies will form domain with that frequency. So basically when we're applying a range of frequencies, which is like a signal from the substance to water, basically we get coherent domains with oscillate, not all of them at one frequency, but like a different frequencies. Like inside of one domain, there is one frequency, but there's many different domains, and all of them could have maybe like different frequencies. Here you can see on the right side just like a representation. It's like not doesn't mean it's like a red color or green color. So because one coherent domain is like one frequency, of course. But if we combine all domains now in water and their like frequencies, maybe we could get total spectrum of the initial substance which you used initially to create this signal. And now I want to talk a little bit about what happened next, how this water with coherent domains may influence the body, the cell. So there is like well-known theory how actually substance interact with molecule. Is a key lock principle, like mechanical. We should have specific shape of the molecule to interact with the receptor, and like this. But the question, can molecule interact not physically like a shape, but in like electronic, electromagnetic way? Like this is just a picture analogy that we can read text with our fingers, touching it, and we can just see electromagnetic wave from the text. And very interesting experiments have this professor, Luca Turin. He actually proved that we can smell vibrations, and he did like very interesting experiment. So he took two molecules, like two different molecules, which have almost same shape. So and according to traditional theories, they should smell the same. But they have different spectrum, and they actually had different smell. So then he did another experiment. He took this coumarin and he synthesized this molecule, which have absolutely different shape, but almost similar spectrum. And he found that these molecules actually smell almost the same. So he concluded like that it's important not to have the shape specific, but electromagnetic spectrum of the molecule to have specific effect. So the question, like, if we know that actually maybe molecule interact with receptors via electromagnetic field, then according to the previous hypothesis that in water we can form coherent domains which in combination can give the same electromagnetic field like initial substance. So maybe that's how water treated with electromagnetic signal influence the receptor. Because we know from experiment, if we have here the substance, we transfer the signal to pure water, and then we treat some biological, like doing some biological experiment, then we could have the same biological effect. So this is like an idea. And I wanted to add that all this technology was, what we're doing actually, we're implementing this technology, and we have now a database of about 560 different signals. And one of our mission is to collect feedback from people. And we also noticed that it's not kind of new. A lot of practitioners around the world using these signals like 10, 20 years before. And what we're doing is actually like adding internet to this to make it more available for people to use it. And so far we're getting like good, like really interesting results. Like you can see here, person used this water with signal and the allergy symptoms like dramatically reduced like in just 15 minutes. That can be used for animals. So this is a platform where we collect feedback from people who are using the water with the signals recorded from different substances. And they have really interesting results. Because we want to bring it to people, make it available and public and clear that everybody open source project.